And hello, welcome to this FTN News election update. I'm your host, Great Jakers1113. We begin now with news based off of FTN's reporting. We're going to say that Ralph Foley is the current frontrunner and he leads in the presidential race at this moment. I repeat, Ralph Foley leads in the presidential race. We are currently 10 days away from election night. We're essentially just waiting for that day to come now. I still need to work to prepare our graphics and stuff, but okay. We really need to stop this. And what the heck did I just see in the Foley Discord? Savage Yada. I'm not showing that on air, but Savage Yada made something very cursed of Foley and T doing something. Should I cannot show that on television. I am very sorry, but I cannot show it. But anyways, back to what we were saying. Savage Yada made something very cursed, but back to our story. Ralph Foley leads in the presidential race. Here you see the statistic we have of whose campaign Discord has the most members. Here you see Ralph Foley leads. He's the leader here. That is the current standing things here. That is what you should know. Okay, he leads against, right behind him is Okay Man G's. It's behind Okay Man G's. And Savage Yada is now just losing his roles. Oh. Sheev Palpatine, the Republican nomination, and we haven't received much word from him. If we're going to view, we're trying to find Sheev. We cannot find Sheev. We are unable to find Sheev. So the candidates are Sheev Palpatine. And we haven't heard much from him. Sheev Palpatine. We are currently waiting on any update from him. He is okay. He is Sheev Palpatine. He is not very active in the campaign scene. We haven't heard much from him. But we do have breaking news regarding the Federal Elections Commission. Wrong graphic. That was from our constitutionalist primary coverage. But we do have breaking news regarding the Federal Elections Commission. The conducting a review. The tickets to support systems shall be discontinued. A new method of making reports and appealing certain decisions will be released soon. With this, in preparation of the upcoming changes to the election system itself, they have downsized the filtering team and shut down the operations division and the investigations division. With this, Enforcement Beyond has become a senior commissioner and will be responsible for enforcement of electoral regulations, while Ronald Seitz will be responsible for administration, general, and service operations. So, we're now waiting on this. We don't have any. We're going to now join the. I just joined the Plutocratic Party server. The Plutocratic Party. So, okay, so we have, Akon artist, Dupoke, Lucky Vinik, and and David are now plutocrats. So, the plutocrats are essentially replacing the Republicans, it feels like sometimes. So, 10 days, they have, they're in the House minority. Okay, they are, okay, so Ralph Foley leads in the presidential race at this moment. We're currently the Fitzpatrick campaign Discord suddenly disappeared. I cannot find Fitzpatrick on Twitter now. I'm currently waiting on. I don't know if he dropped out. We do not know, but T-Soups, when I approached her about holding a presidential debate. So, OK Man G's his nomination, VP is going to be Kryptonic Data. So we're now going to view. I'm gonna now go find and I'm gonna find the Twitter account of Mr. Fitzpatrick. We're trying to find Mr. Fitzpatrick, but apparently we cannot find him. Okay, cannot find Mr. Fitzpatrick. Does anyone have a link to the Mr. Fitzpatrick's Twitter? Because if so, please share it in the chat. I'm trying to find whether or not he dropped out because I cannot find his Twitter account anymore. That is a problem, and let me check the Democratic Party Discord out because Mr. Fitzpatrick is well, okay, let me see. We're trying to find Mr. Fitzpatrick, and we're trying to reach out to Mr. Fitzpatrick. We are currently trying to find. I'm currently trying to find Mr. Fitzpatrick. There he is. There's. Okay, he is still. Wait a minute. He last posted in the Democratic campaign channel on the 12th of February. I think he dropped out. Yeah, I think he might have dropped out. I think he might have dropped out of the presidential race, but either way, I'm surprised he did that. I think he may be rallying behind Ralph Foley and the Constitutionalists. But I've found him on Twitter. He's at Noosa _ Fitz. I didn't remember him having that underscore there. Did he drop out? Okay, wait, did he? Okay. Yeah, on the 26th. Okay. Peace, okay. Yeah, so, and before I count anyone, what is this? There's one more tweet. He says, before anyone, no, wrong tweet. I am so sorry. This has not been a smooth thing. Before anyone comments like little children, go get a car and a job and tell me what it's like paying bills instead of tell me what it's like paying bills instead of smashing a keyboard like a SJW. I'd rather do this all day than sit and listen to how power-hungry children and bully others. Okay, DevTool said no offense or anything, but I don't know why you bothered coming back in the first place, since you knew what Noosa was anyways, and I'd assume your IRL situation hasn't changed. So, okay, man, geez. Now, has been endorsed has been endorsed by Mr. Fitzpatrick. Okay. As the campaign slowly begins to draw to a close, we're 10 days away until Americans go to the polls and decide who their next president will be. There is a lot to look forward to. The Plutocratic Party is ready. The Plutocratic Party is ready to show that I think this is going to be a massive upset for the Republicans. So, one more thing I will say that as Ralph Foley is leading in the presidential race, relating to Ralph Foley, we have agreed to do an interview, we believe. We are discussing the exact everything as we're sorting everything out, but I believe we have agreed we have agreed to do this at around on this Saturday, so I'm struggling to find him. He said Friday or Saturday, so we're going to do this on Friday. It's currently Wednesday, so we have one day to prepare. That'll be in an episode of One-on-One, special edition. We've also agreed to do an interview with T-Soup, so I'm thinking that should be Saturday. So I'm going to ask her about that now, and I'm going to say now good night. Thank you for watching FTN, this FTN.